All right, guys. So this is going to be the second part of me reviewing Stallion's specific game mechanic things that he's reviewing. Haven't disagreed with him on any of the things so far. A little bit of a 50-50 on the Kevin De Bruyne situation in the last video. But we're going to go ahead and review either the rest of this or this is going to be the second part. And then we'll do a third part video to finish it off. So let's get started with this one.
Second leg, right? 3-2 down after being 2-0 up in the first leg. And the first clip of the second game is, of course, a pass that goes right
So he's right about this.
through me. Again, a moment where this is literally, it sets the stage. It's on a silver platter. My counter is on. Look at that gap here that this striker could abuse.
Yeah.
But the game had other plans. I'm not allowed to intercept the ball. Right? That's also why the defense can drop back so long. If it takes you so long to regain possession because passes go through you, obviously every defense is going to drop back and it's going to look like everyone's on drop back as well. You know, all these things play a part, a role. Here,
Bad touch by Ezebiu.
Big pass from him, but he's not held accountable for his mistake because touches in this game are not good.
This is the thing we talked about in the podcast. The balance between the defensive players warping to your players so quickly and so aggressively compared to the dribbles that your players are doing is very, very unbalanced.
That touch might seem like nothing, but in that split second when I'm trying to wiggle my stick and respond,
I love this video.
I can't do anything. I'm stuck. It's not responsive, and he has an opportunity to get the ball back. You know, here again,
Nedved passing it to Nedved, passes the other guy.
It's clear as day. I'm aiming the pass to him. Somehow the game translates this to targeting it to him, and he's the one active, and Nedved just moved. Like, I have no idea what happened there. What is that? That is confusing. Here, you know, we have an abomination of a goal again. He does his little slither in La Croqueta. He's like a snake over here. Look, I mean, this you really have. Some people might not.
Yeah, this is the stuff that people don't look at. The lunge mechanic as well.
In La Croqueta, he's like a snake over here.
Lunge mechanic. Players are in front of him. Doesn't deserve to score that. That doesn't warrant a good attacking opportunity because the people aren't open. He makes that pass and has to hope to God that it goes through the players.
You really have. Some people might not see it at first glance. Besides the fact that La Croqueta is broken and you just go through people, this is a block trajectory.
Yes.
Through my legs. Not only that, if we pause when the pass is made, boom, right there, there is no indication that De Bruyne's making a run.
Yep.
Right? Even if there was, again, it's blocked. This should get blocked. Second of all, why is my AI not tracking it anyways? You know, some runs will be too late for the AI to track, but this is clearly not. He's in a better position. This is just overall an RNG situation. I guarantee you he had no idea what he was doing. He was like, I got into this position. Let me just press the pass button and see what happens. And it just went his way. He played off the RNG. It went his way, and I got punished for no apparent reason. Now I have a 2-goal deficit to make up for no real reason other than the fact that this game is random as hell. Like, extremely random. What was this one again? Oh, right, of course. Lifted pass. Under pressure, of course. Here. Oh, my days. He passes it in. It's like pinball at this point. He passes it here. It turns into a pass to Ronaldo. Now he's got an even better ball that way.
Yeah.
In here, I know he's making this pass. I know. If I move my Sandro any more this way, he's literally walking into the stands and walking outside the pitch. I have a good enough position here. And you could tell he does this half-assed animation where he's barely trying instead of using his left foot to just grab the ball. This is literally like a half a meter space here.
Yep.
How is this going through? It's unbelievable to me. But it gets better. It gets better. He hits my Vieira. It goes down. Right, so he's playing pinball now with my players. Fast forward, and you can see he gets a corner. I fast forwarded this on purpose. And off of that, he has a corner, which he takes short. He does the La Croqueta to then get into this position where my Vieira is
scores that
on him. But somehow the shot even, the shot happens nonetheless. Because that's how La Croqueta breaks the game. And he gets a shot. He gets an opportunity on it. He gets the stat pad, right? So now the stats look better in his favor. When in reality, so far, we've literally seen nothing. Nothing of value is happening. Again, stats are just not accurate. Here, another one. We're going to keep saying another one for so many because these passes keep happening. into my Vieira, rebounds back. If you took this example and looked at it by itself, you wouldn't blink twice. Because again, it looks pretty normal. It makes sense. You know, the ball's fast towards it. But when you add it together to all the other examples I've already shown of interceptions not occurring or assisted passing, and then all of the ones that are still to come, it's apparent that there's a big, big problem. Because you can't look at it individually. You have to look at the collective and how a game evolves because of these things. And then it's 88th minute. I'm down 2 goals, and I scored this goal, which means nothing, but it's still an abomination. Look at this. Pass through his legs. I don't know how this goes through. And I score.
That's
this
disgusting.
is such a bad goal, but you have to look at the replay to understand. So that was round 6. And after that, I was 3-3 in Swiss style, right? And I didn't play the last game. I gave my opponent a free win because honestly, I had enough. Even though I could have still played, I didn't have 4 L's yet. But anyways, this was round 1, game 1. That's the opponent team. And again, a horrible pass. The angle is super tight. You know, he's passing to this white arrow. I'm not sure you can see, but my black dot is before. That's my player. And he's literally in a perfect situation to get it. But because I'm the one intercepting the ball, my player has no interest, to the point where Ronaldo somehow pulls off a backheeled pass when my Lala is ahead. That is truly extraordinary. Like, he didn't like use his foot to claw forward and get an advantage on Lala. He literally had the time, or not the time, he had the ability to wait for the ball to come back all the way towards his back heel because the game won't let me intercept. That's just how it is. And then here, of course, like, this is playing off of the randomness, right? So I'm desperate here. I'm like thinking, what's going on in this match? Felt weird. I get a little bit of a tackle here, but of course it bounces back to him. Completely blocked shot, but as a pro player, you are trained to take bad decisions. This is a shot that is blocked, but you know, there's many tutorials online of driven shots in FIFA 19, and it shows how they go in even if you're blocked. It's just all about body positioning. And even if this was blocked, it almost turns into a goal. It's crazy. Oh, look. Yeah, another one. Interception, just goes straight back. So he has an opportunity to squish me back into my box, and I can't counterattack. Here, another driven shot. But, like, look at the state of his... He's literally running straight.
Yeah,
it looks like he's
warrant a shot either.
This box, this line, he's going parallel to it. His body's looking this way. But, you know, in FIFA 19, you're trained to know that this is a shooting opportunity. If I have this ball, my only thought process is, how do I get the ball to this guy?
Very true.
That's all I'm thinking. But competitive players in this game are trained to defy the odds and laws of physics, try and squeeze the ball here, and green time a shot, because the result is almost a goal. I got lucky that this didn't go in, and it's honestly weird to say that I got lucky in that situation. Here, another example of poor touches. Look at the ball's decelerating.
Oh, the
towards him,
drag touch.
Reaccelerates this way, even though he's touching.
This didn't happen in the first video, but this is the example of the drag touch. It's this one right here.
Touching it downwards just because of how bad
drag touch. Oh, that's the one, man.
He completely loses track of the ball. Like, it reaccelerates, even though
that's the one, man. The fucking drag touch
upwards. It just...
Oh my god.
I don't understand. This goal might seem normal.
Goes through your player.
Really, dude, like, I'm even manually selecting it, and my legs aren't even that open. The driven shot goes straight through the legs. It's just harsh, man. I understand you're really close into the box, but come on. This is right through the legs. What more can you do? RNG. Like, you can literally count the amount of goals I conceded today that were clean on one finger. Maybe. Right? Here again, playing off of the randomness, going for the cross, even though nothing really...
Goalie should catch this.
Cross is horrific. Easy to catch, but the goalie has other plans. Not sure why that can't be caught. This, again, the RNG. Bit of a soft foul, but...
Acceleration touch.
Fine, I accept it. He crosses it. The cross hits him in the head, and it turns into a secondary cross, which then turns into a header outside the box from Rio, a pass into Xavier.
Oh my god.
My opponent must have been like, oh man, I couldn't believe I couldn't score. I'm thinking, how the hell did that even happen? Like, what? The RNG in this game is pure madness. There are more exceptions than constants in this game. And that's or maybe the only constant is exceptions. You know, depends how you look at it. Here again, auto lunge, just unfortunate. Again, a really easy
Just catch it, man.
cross to catch based on the trajectory, how close to the first post it was. He could have easily used a second.
Players in real life would literally not even be allowed to touch you there.
Struggle in FIFA, and he punches it away, so that counts as 1 save. Into Ronaldo, that counts as 2 saves. So, you know, sometimes if you see someone screenshot, oh, look, this guy goalie had 15 saves. All right. How many of these instances did you have where it's 2 saves per play? You know, this is 1 chance, but it's 2 saves. It is what it is. So I'm down 1 goal. I need a goal back. Put pressure. This is my chance because he's making a pass wrong. Ideally, it hits me, it rebounds forward, and I'm clear on goal. But of course, you know, stays there. How many times?
That one's not that bad.
Right?
But I understand
someone who
that
would
one.
always look at his gameplay in all.
It's just the way that defending works when you're manually pushing the person to receive possession of the ball. It's just the way that it works, you know.
And I could see the points where I was like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. But like 90% of the time, I could say I could have done this better. I could have done that better. In FIFA 19, I don't know. Like, I never see that. I only see
that doesn't warrant. Now that I'm looking at it again, doesn't warrant a good pass because you have the person in front right there. That's true.
Well, this was random. I can't do anything about that. You know, people get out of sticky situations.
It's also high pressure being very effective.
Because when 19, I don't know.
No, he could switch the play. Never mind.
No, like I
that
never
situation,
see that.
he could switch
I only
it.
see. Well, that was random. Well, this was random. I can't do anything about that. You know, people get out of sticky situations when they shouldn't. Again, you know, that's an opportunity for me to break. He passes into me. My Militao doesn't have any intention to trap the ball, control it, and he does that little animation there, pushes the ball out. This is his 2-0. Good goal, nothing to say about it.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
Good stuff. But by then, you know, like, I haven't even had...
No, see, this is why I like this video, because look, it's just the specific things, man. Like, it's fucking Eusebio, right? Like, in this situation, he does the fake shot. As you're manually... If he wasn't manually defending, he probably wouldn't pass this person. That's why this game's shit, okay? But... In a skill-based concept, the fact that he does that 90-degree touch and then shoots it with his left foot, you don't need a green finish for that. If you score that, I will give it to you 100% of the time. If I overcommit with my defender myself, if the game was worked a certain way, and you took that extra touch and you did a driven shot and you scored it, good for you, man.
Good goal, nothing to say about his. Good stuff.
And notice, right? This is why I like this video. This is why I like watching it, because he says it himself. Good goal. I have nothing to say about this. These are the types of people you need to get opinions from, because they're saying it from an unbiased point of view. Even when I looked at it, I was like, first instinct, good goal. What does he say right at that moment? Good goal, because he understands it. He understands what makes the game bounce. He understands what should be going in and what shouldn't be going in. I like this video a lot, man. It's way better than any video I've made.
You know, like, I haven't even had an opportunity to break because, again, people don't get punished. So the second leg of this match begins with another example of professional players, you know, training poor decisions. In this situation,
not a good enough angle.
You know, you try and get a better angle. Instead, you go for the orange timed driven shot, even knowing that it'll go through my legs, knowing that it could cause a parry, because that's what you got to do. You play out the randomness, and it is what it is. Here, the interception and everything happens, but why must it be?
Why the acceleration touch?
Why is the touch after the interception so high up?
It should be touched here, past here, or past here.
But I risk losing it here.
Yep.
It's things like these. Like, even when it works out towards you, you can see that the game is geared towards making all these uncomfortable situations that have no right to happen. And again, here he tries an El Tornado. It doesn't work, but it's a stressful situation as a defender. You know what he's trying to do. He knows that it's a high percentage play. This should never be a high percentage play.
Anybody that uses El Tornado to not use it for what it was like intended for, like, well, they do the volleys in the trailer, so that's probably what it was intended for. But if you use the El Tornado, I hardcore judge you as a person who plays this game, because it's like, because it's you knowing that it's overpowered and you abusing it, I judge you mad hard, bro. Mad. Oh my god. Finesse shots understandable. It was literally the only way to consistently score before anything, right? Because you know that finishing right now is not consistent, right? But this, if you use this, I hardcore judge you, man. Oh, you have no idea how much I hardcore judge you.
Not to mention, like, again, going back to glitchy situations, what is that?
If you're on a salary with a pro player, with a pro team, and you're doing that, no problem. But if you're not on a salary and you're doing that, like, with you bringing your body to your gaming setup and then doing that, I hardcore judge you, bro. Oh, you have no idea how much I judge you for doing this shit.
Like, he's sliding across. It's just, you could tell this game.
What a stupid fucking position to even do it there.
It feels unpolished, you know, as much as it pains me to say, because we all love football simulators here.
I can't turn up the volume more. I think that's as far as it goes, chat. Sorry.
This pass is kind of half lucky, but, you know, fair enough. He gets the millimeters correct. Gets it to Ibra. Pressure's on him. He loses it on Sandro, but my Sandro gets stuck. Look at this. And Ibra has a second opportunity to take the ball.
Oh, that drag touch, man.
It's not even about clearing it or passing it or shielding. Like, I have no time to do anything, not because of reflexes or anything, because he's stuck. He's literally stuck. I could wiggle every button on my controller. He wouldn't react. That's how bad that situation is in that scenario. And he has an opportunity to get it back, and even I get it back. Like, it's just the whole situation's a mess. In this situation, I show why the pace nerf that overall FIFA 19 experienced is not always good. In some cases, I kind of enjoy the pace not mattering as much, but here, my opponent does a huge mistake. He overcommits
pushing
all
forward.
The way.
Yep.
You can see from the minimap, all this area is open. My George Best, one of the best, in theory, right wingers in the game, speedy, he's got everything, is in. I'm doing a through ball to him. I should be able to cut inside, go towards the net, but because how this game works, look how fast he recovers. I don't even have an opportunity to turn left, because if I do that, he pushes me off the ball with how easy it is to push the ball holder off the ball.
He defends poorly by aggressively pushing him forward, and he can still catch up afterwards.
Plus, these guys are coming in. So I'm forced to body feint backwards and reset.
And you've lost your opportunity.
This huge mistake, this is a massive marking mistake. Like, you should be punished
in
the sense that I should be easily in this area. I'm not saying here. I should be easily in this area without anyone in front of me, but it's impossible with how pace works in this game. Here we go again. This is an example of poor offensive AI again. I made a video on this, so if you want, I'll put the links to those individual videos.
That's the blow space Stallion was talking about.
In the description. But, you know, my Nedved kind of gives me half signs that he might abuse the space. Like, this is clear as day that this is where you should run, because if I can get this pass, then it's an easy pass this way. But he just stops, and this guy has an opportunity to run back. So check this out. And I lose the ball, which is really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, you know why I like that listen to how he's reviewing this. He's reviewing this perfectly because he's showing the exact moment where your brain is registering, okay, this makes sense to do. Because when you look at this, it's like, look at that huge blob of space. This is why I hate the defensive AI and how it is right now. Because look at this. Look at this space. Like, you would think, oh, he's not using any of the center backs in this position, so he should be exploited for that. And your brain, the way it registers in this particular position is like, okay, pass, instant Y pass, right? That's why this is why I like this video, because he's freeze framing it, right, at the perfect times to show you the specifics of the game.
Then it's an easy pass this way, but he just stops.
Even I would think of it like that.
This guy has an opportunity to run back. So
pass, boom. Yeah, no, he's right.
Ball, which is really, really unfortunate. Nonetheless, here's the goal I score. Here's the goal I score, and not a bad goal. I draw back at the space, fake shot, and clear as day. Nothing wrong with that goal.
Nothing wrong. Delicious.
I managed to score despite, tight spaces in the box.
See, he understands.
Being hard to abuse in this game. And then, of course, off kickoff, I make a huge mistake. This offside trap is on me. I was lazy, whatever. So now he gets on the wing, and I have two options. I do nothing, and I hope he misses, or I can use the mechanic that, in my opinion, should not be in the game, move the keeper this way, and hope that he doesn't shoot with Ronaldo and that he goes for a second pass. Because if he goes for the second pass, I can intercept that pass, right? And so I'm going to spoil it for you. He doesn't shoot with Ronaldo. So in theory, I'm now in a favorable position because I read that. And I do read that. But look, my goalie is... because I read that. And I do read that. But look, my goalie is...
He shouldn't be able to do that anyways. In my opinion, like it's like he said as well, he shouldn't be able to do that anyways. He should be able to make the extra pass and then score it. Bro, the fact that his goalie was gonna get that by itself annoyed me, but then the fact that they even have it as a game mechanic and he doesn't pick that ball up makes me fucking laugh, man.
What? Like, I did the right thing and it still doesn't matter. So what's the point? Just remove this feature, please, because this is...
Yeah, because if he just concedes this off of his fault of doing the offside trap and then he scores that, perfectly fine.
Game, like, and
he should score this. This should be an easy opportunity to score.
When you use it, what is he doing, dude? Just drop down and grab the ball. I read it. He should have lost this opportunity the second he decided not to shoot with Ronaldo because of the goalkeeper movement feature that I did. Which, again, I don't think it should be in the game. I'm totally fine with conceding this because I don't have the power to move him. Totally fine with that. Just in this case, since it is there, not sure why I don't save it. So 1-1.
He's saying it in regards to like, okay, you want me to abuse your mechanics? I'll abuse your mechanics, but they still don't fucking work.
3-1 on aggregate. Here, of course, horrific pass from him. The billionth time today that I've had a chance to, go on a counterattack. But I can't because this happens.
Terrible.
And
the fact that he makes that.
Would everyone in the world have if people were held accountable for bad passes? The number would be immeasurable. Absolutely immeasurable. But nonetheless, we proceed. Round 3, game 1. So after 2 rounds, round 1 was the one you just saw that I lost. Round 2, I won automatically because my opponent forfeited against me. And so this is round 3. So at this point, I'm 1 win, 1 L. And we start with the usual passing because it's a very common thing. He gets out of this situation with a lifted pass. All right.
Which is a
passes through my Vieira. Right?
So stupid.
And he gets and you could tell he's like passing up and down in this situation, right? So I have to deal with another couple minutes of this because I can't get the ball. Now here it goes in my favor.
Yep.
I pass. I do a 1-2 with his leg, which is horrific. And this allows me to have this opportunity, which somehow also goes wide despite Eusebio's 5-star weak foot. So, like, this is another case where 2 wrongs make a right in FIFA, even though that should just... In an ideal world, this just doesn't happen. Like, I don't get through like this. This is really unfortunate, and I should never, ever, ever have this opportunity. But even then, you get to this base, and that just shows you how weird finishing can be in this game when you miss so many chances from close range. But then, we saw earlier in the video the tornadoes flying in. Here, again, of course, the high pass from Ronaldo makes it that much harder for Vieira to intercept it because now he has to trap a high ball.
Not a specific mechanic.
Though, a lifted ground pass is not a manual feature. Hopefully they do that for FIFA 20.
True. I don't know.
So it's harder.
It'll be overpowered, I think.
Out of that, pass it back.
They wouldn't.
Lala and then back.
The thing about adding that jump pass, generally speaking, is that EA would have to make the defensive AI responsive to that jump pass, and we know that they don't balance these things. So.
Vieira, so all good. But then I lose the ball, and you might say, "Oh, that's your fault that you lost."
Your player did a drag touch.
Because I don't think so. Look at Vieira. He hesitates when he traps the ball. I press pass now. But because you hesitated and
drag
he's
touch
back, he takes that extra split second that allows him to intercept the ball.
His player does do a drag touch, 100%.
So, there's so many mistakes.
Those are the mechanics I always talk about. That right there. The drag fucking touch, man.
His shot got scuffed, and that kind of, fixed the mistake that my Vieira did for no reason, for being slow and unresponsive. But at the same time, like, how are we going to fix a mistake with more mistakes? Why can't there just be a responsive act by the player in possession? Why can't the first pass that Ronaldo does here not be an automatically lifted ball so I intercept it much faster and it never comes?
Let me guess. He does a drag back in that situation. He's using Guendouzi. Guendouzi doesn't get the ball.
Down to that. So many things that go back and show you the state of this game, which is extremely RNG, as we see another pass into my defender, which was back to him. Here we have an example of Again, taking the ball off the dribbler is too easy. He gets pushed down to that extent, and there's no sign of a foul
fucking
or
George
advantage.
Best,
This is
man.
completely acceptable. So shrugging off that much to the point of making him fall is not a foul, even though, you know, it's not a shoulder to shoulder. The ball is not touched. All right. Here,
Goal.
you know,
Oh, manual goalie. Oh, I can't see that, bro. I can't see that. Oh my god, why he just outplayed him and he gets fucked like that? Oh my god, why is that not a goal?
So it's a very clear, and there's no
Oh my god, I felt that. I literally felt that. I felt it. That one, I felt it. I literally felt
sign
that one.
of a foul or advantage. This is completely acceptable. So
Oh my god.
shrugging off that much to is not. I don't score this goal here.
Oh my,
you know,
he doesn't score.
I don't
that.
score this goal, even though it's a very clear-cut chance for two reasons. First of all, he moves his keeper down a little bit right there. Okay. Second of all, the trajectory of my shot is not the way it should be. Like in this case, someone like Eusebio should just go fly top bins. 2.45 bars of power, perfect. The reason the trajectory isn't good is because he moves his keeper, so it makes my trajectory bad. This is why goalkeeper movement is just a bailout. At this point,
it's fucking
you've
stupid.
gotten played. I scoop turned you. Just let me shoot.
Just score.
Goalkeeper movement is bailing the game, is making the game worse.
So
That's
dumb.
all it comes
I
down
should
to.
be able to score that with fucking Mitrovic, bro. People don't understand. Like, he's in the middle of the 18-yard box, bro. Just let me score that opportunity.
Here
So
again,
dumb.
You already know the drill. Intercepted pass. Doesn't allow me to switch away from Vieira because I could have switched away.
That's the glitch. When it deflects off your player, you can't switch off him.
From Vieira here and run in.
Yeah.
And of course, I lose the ball. Here,
drag
again,
touch.
Poor touch / poor interception. You know, things intertwine. It's not only bad touches, but it's also bad interception. Sometimes they mix. Easy, slow-paced ball, and somehow this is the touch that results from it, which means he can play, and off the same play,
these bounces are fucking stupid.
Again,
just receive the ball, like, holy shit.
Vieira goes back, like you see, and then he gets in a really dangerous.
Yeah, because your CDMs are out of position now.
Through two horrific passes. So again, not accountable. This is just straight glitchy / messy. Messy, not the player, like messy, untidy. He's trying to go for this pass. The angle is just not there. There's three people. You know, I'm not switching actively because there's so many people that I don't want to mess this up. I can see.
If he made the pass here, I would have warranted the goal. But him taking the extra touch.
One of them is my second man press, so I can cover it all like that. But look at the commotion. Look at this. It causes so much unnecessary stress and auto clearance that I didn't do, and he retains possession. It's just. And then you wonder why possession can last so long. You can never retain the ball back. Here, you see a double drag back. The drag back, by the way, another one of the skill moves. I don't think you should be able to spam this much.
No, you shouldn't. It's not a thing people do a lot in real life.
Through the drag back, the half yard he needs for a finesse. You know, there's nothing necessarily wrong with this goal.
Yeah, I don't find anything wrong with this goal either. See? He understands.
He gets through the drag back, the half yard he needs for a finesse. Yeah. You know, there's nothing necessarily wrong with this goal, but you know, to concede this is just a little bit of a slap.
The only reason why this goal is a slap to the face because of how bad 1v1 finishing is. That's the only reason why.
Especially with the chances I could have scored. You know, it's just not what you want to see. As usual here, a pass that, you know, should have been intercepted much easier was so much harder. Eventually we got it back, though, so that's interesting. That does happen. And then here, again, even though I juke him out with Guendouzi, look at the way his touch is after the
right
dribble.
touch. Oh, that one. Oh, I hate that one, bro. Oh.
Weave and do a series of turns and get by all of this, right? Because dribbling is too bad to do that. So against drop back, it's normal that you're going to be frustrated because even if you do one correct turn and generate space, the touch after that is so poor that you're just going to lose it again. And this was the goal to make it 1-1,
that
which
does
I surprised
not.
myself, to be honest. I remember in this play, I saw Neymar from the corner of my eye run, and I was like, whatever, dude. Screw it. I'm going to try the through ball, and it went well. Really good ball. In. We tie it, 86th minute, and that's pretty much...
Let me see Nedved's stats real quick. Five-star weak foot. Oh, okay. How much was his passing? 90, 89.
This play, I saw Neymar from the corner of my eye run, and I was like, whatever, dude.
I'm okay with that one. Five-star weak foot as well with Nedved.
Dude, screw it. I'm going to try the through ball, and it went well. Really good ball. In. We tie it.
Yeah, at first glance, I was like, you know, but yeah, we'll leave it there for the second part of the review. I'm gonna say thank you to all the subs that subscribed to the channel. Or me, I didn't say anything because I was, you know, having the podcast discussion with my boy and everything. Hannah's 92, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Much love, brother. Appreciate that very much. Night Vision, lovely stream, busy with school, but the support is there. Hope all is well with you, and go Porto. Yo, Night Vision, thank you for the resub. You're beautiful. Do your school shit, man. I understand completely. Stallion, beautiful man that went on the podcast with us, and the guy who made this video. Thank you for the Prime sub. Fork EA, thank you for the Prime sub as well. You're beautiful. I love you. Hard drops. GGMU. Ols at the Ol. Is it Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I guess, you know. He's at the wheel. Good goal. I mean, good game, man. That was awesome as well. And Aaron Murray, thank you so much for the Prime sub as well. Guys, a lot of subs today, you beautiful bastards. Why? Yo, relax. Take it easy. You guys can look sexy on your own time, okay? Relax. Let's just, let's take a breather, okay? All right. Thank you very much. Loving this video, though, man. Thank you guys so much for watching this part of the video. I'll see you guys for the third part if you guys are interested in seeing that as well. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.